Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thanks for watching. I want to tell you this will be the last video that you see me this way. When you see me again, I have my recording, everything all set up. So there's plenty to choose from. I'm creating playlists and promoting videos, and there's over 70 videos to choose from, a topic that fits everybody's life. So I want to say that. And also, I want to get on something real quick. Last night. I woke up out of my sleep. I thought I was dreaming. I woke up and saw Donald Trump standing outside the White House saluting a helicopter, and I had to blink my eyes a few times because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Donald Trump standing outside the White House saluting a helicopter, and I asked my husband. I said, "Why is he saluting a helicopter?" To which of course he don't have the answer. He don't know. And I had said I would talk to Donald Trump, but I believe that I don't know. I think that somebody needs to intervene some kind of way on the behalf of the country, because something's not right. And my thoughts and prayers are to that family, to the first family, and my thoughts and prayers are to this country, because we are in a bind right now. All right, so what I want to talk about is souls. I want to get on souls here for a minute, and how souls don't leave. I talked to you before about my brother Kelvin, and Kelvin, there's a video out there, and it says is breaking the change, and his name is on there, Kelvin. It talks more about that experience, but it's another experience I need to tell you about how souls don't leave right away, and but they come back. I had a friend of mine who I used to work with at the hospital. I used to drive for the hospital, and he worked in heating and cooling, doing all ventilation, stuff like that. Well, long story short, we needed some work done at the house. And so I called him up, and he came over, did the work and for us and everything, and we paid him. And for some unknown reason, my children had went to the grocery store, and they came back, wasn't nobody there. By the time my husband came home, he was parked in the driveway. I don't know why he came over there to this day, but he was parked in the driveway. My husband came in and asked me, why was he out there? I said, I don't know. I didn't even know he was out there. He wasn't out there when the kids came home. He was backed in. So we went out there and knocking on the window and the glass and everything. And I said, boy, he must be tired. But I didn't understand why he was over there anyway. And so we got the door open, and I knew something was wrong. I'm touching him, and he feel cold. And I called 911, and they come over there, and they work on him. They worked on him for about a good 30, 45 minutes, but they couldn't, they opened his chest up right there in the driveway and everything. They tried to save him. And, but he died of a heart attack. And when they opened up the door of his van, a whole bunch of Monster cans fell out. So I want to tell your people to stop drinking those energy drinks. If you feel like you need a boost of energy, drink you some apple juice or a piece of fruit, or go out for a walk. So I drove buses for 20 years. I didn't take that stuff, Vibrant and Red Bull and all that. I got out and I walked, got me a breath of fresh air, stepped out the bus for a while, roll the window down. You need to do something different than drinking Monsters, because I'm telling you, they causing heart attacks. Your heart, it makes your heart race. It gives you that shot of caffeine or whatever they put in it, but it ain't no good. So, that happened on a Tuesday night when he died. Saturday morning, I get up, I hear all kind of noise and commotion out in the backyard. And so I go, get up and go out there, got my phone filming. I mean, so much noise, you can hear it all down the hall. So I got my phone filming, and I go outside, and there's a whole bunch of black birds, and they all up in the trees, and they going around in circles from tree to tree to tree to tree. It's about 4 trees out there, and they just going around in a circle. And then all of a sudden, they did this for a good at least 10, 15 minutes, long enough for me to watch and film, and come back. And by the time I came back to film, they was gone. And I believe that's when his spirit left. Okay. And that's the same thing that happened at the cemetery with my brother when everything fell over. I believe that's when his spirit left. I don't even know how I wound up back at that cemetery. I didn't know how to get back there. Okay. And so I want to talk to you, this has been on my mind. We got the coronavirus going on right now. People losing their jobs. They at despair. But I'm going to tell you something, it's going to get better. There are people right now who would think about ending their life. But I'm going to tell you something, don't do it. I tried to do it when I was 14 and I almost succeeded. But when I woke up and I saw my dad sitting there with the handkerchief in his hand, he wiping tears off his face. I can't even breathe. I got a tube going down my nose, can't swallow, can't talk, can't say nothing. But the tears streaming down my face, because I'm crying because he crying. My mama crying. The nurses in the hospital, they telling me that I almost didn't make it. But I want you to think about not only yourself, but think about who you may leave behind. Think about, you got loved ones, you got people who do care. I'm going to tell you something. I may not know you, but I care. I love you. Even it don't matter how you live in your lifestyle. I may not even agree with how you live in your lifestyle, but I love you regardless, because that's what God teaches us, is to love, not to hate, not to be angry, not to take it out on one another and take it out on the next person, or take it out, just because we can. We don't do that. God teaches us to love. We have a loving spirit. So I just want to put that out there. My brother committed suicide at the age of 32. And, I finally realized why. After all these years, it's been 18 years he's been gone. And I finally realized why. It's because when I prayed and meditated and asked the ancestors, they told me he gave up the battle. He died a rebel. So, I don't want you to give up the battle. I want you to stay in it so you can win the war. And then at the end, you're going to get your glory, your peace, your happiness. It's going to be there for you, I promise. Just hang in there. And if you need to reach me, I'm at Jacqueline@growprogram.org. That's Jacqueline@growprogram.org. I don't mind talking to you. I don't mind trying to help somebody. If it means helping you, I help you. Okay, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, want to talk about legends real quick. Okay, a legend is a person who is somebody who touched lives, who is unforgettable. They made an impression, whether they famous or not. And we got some famous legends, and we got some people who are famous who are not legends, because it's how you live your life and how your heart is. You got a cold heart, you still angry. Cause I'm gonna tell you something, it's hard to be rich and humble. It's real hard. You have to be a humble person. You have to come, a person who come from humble beginnings, know what it's like to be rich and humble, and maybe they can go back to being that, but you have to keep your priorities in order. And that means keeping you in check, so that's what Grow is all about. But I want to get on legends real quick, because we got some awesome legends, and we don't talk about them enough. We don't give them enough credit. Harriet Tubman, I feel like the movie fell short on her, because she was such a true legend. She really was. I mean, just think about how it was dark, and she had to go by the moonlight and the stars and the guidance from God. God gave her the wisdom and the way to go, through the ancestors. She was able to find her way. And not only that, but keep up with the people and not get caught. Because I'm telling you something, she had God on her side, and look at Dr. King. Dr. King started out with a daunting task. And this right here, the Grow movement, sometimes it gets daunting to me. Sometimes I be like, am I reaching anybody? Anybody listening? Does anybody want to grow? And I feel like there are people who want to grow. And so I think that sometimes Dr. King probably felt like he was tired of preaching it. Is anybody really listening to him? You know, people hearing him, but is anybody really listening? Are people really being peaceful? Are people trying to go with the peaceful movement instead of retaliation? You know, and so I know, you know, it is daunting when you're trying to start out with something, you know, and trying to help people. But you get tired, but you can't get tired at the same time, you know, because when you do get tired, you sit down, you know, you write down your thoughts, you know, like Dr. King wrote the letter, you know, and just I'm telling you, you know, and Denzel Washington, his wife, you know, they are living legends, you know. I mean, just the way he helps people, you know, and he does it quietly. He don't look for, and that's your heart. It's because it comes from the heart. You know, if somebody's doing things and they doing it, you know, to be seen and be known, you know, then it's not coming from a true place like it's supposed to. That's a legend. You know, a legend is you just use your life to make a difference, and you don't really look for anything in return except knowing that you made a difference. At least you tried. So, you know, that is what a legend is. And I want you to continue to grow and continue to use your life and remember your purpose. And you are here for a reason. You know, we're all here for a reason. I want you to remember that as being a legend, you're in this world, but you're not of this world. You're conformed by a renewing of your minds. You're changed. Your way of thinking is changed. You don't think like that no more. You think better about yourself. So let's grow. And until then, I'll see you soon. Remember, there's over 70 videos to choose from. So I'm making playlists. I'm doing promotions right now. So just look for the Grow Program with Jacqueline Hunt. And God bless you.